Okay, so this is my first both attempt and recording of exploring crystals through my unique gifts of sensing where I feel them in the body and also communicating with them. So let's see where we go. First, what I have here is SodaLite. This used to be a bracelet that I had. The bracelet broke not that long ago, and my stepdaughter built me this nice necklace. So, not here to explain the properties of SodaLite. There's lots and lots of places out there that'll do that for you. So, holding this in my hand and feeling the sensations, first thing I'm noticing is an overall general sensation just around the entire head. Strong sense of vibration from the top of the head over the crown. I can feel some energy movement up and down the spine. A little surprised as I didn't think SodaLite did that, so that's a pleasant finding. I'm feeling a general almost sense of peace, a calming effect. Can almost feel a little pressure here. I'm not sure if that's releasing energy there, or if it's perhaps even detecting a blockage I might have, but I'm feeling an interesting sense of movement here. Now that I've settled into it, I can feel almost a pulsating action from this, rather than just a constant energetic presence. It almost feels like there's this pulsing effect that's going on, and I can really feel it pulsing through this third eye area here. Now that the pulsing is settling down, I can feel more of just a constant opening that seems to have happened here with the third eye. I don't normally use a group of crystals like this. Normally one is all I use, but since this was and has always been as a group for me, I use it that way. One of the things I am curious to see whether it'll come out in the communications that we're about to do is why the breakage happened and the transformation. The original necklace had little tiger's eye beads in between, and now there's a grounding hematite bead in between them. So I'm curious as to what they'll have to say about that, and also whatever insights they might like to share with us. So let's see how this part goes. Not used to speaking out loud when I communicate with the crystals, but I'm going to try to do that in an attempt to make this a little bit more interesting. Challenge is staying out of your head. So I would like to pose several questions. The first being what information, guidance, insight, whatever you might like to offer to myself and those who might listen. Secondly, any comments or thoughts you might have on why you broke and were reformed from the bracelet to the necklace. As always, I thank you for whatever insight you offer. I'm going to try a couple of things here. Since this is the first time, we'll see how this goes. First off, they thanked me for doing this and the opportunity to share. Rather than try to listen and repeat, as that's tedious at best, I'm going to try to communicate as the information is conveyed. I'm kind of like a channeling of sorts. So let's see how that goes. We would like once again to thank you. This is a unique opportunity for us to share our wisdom with your listeners. There are many who won't believe, but there are many who will feel this energy. Feeling and interesting, as they were saying, that circular motion happening. So for those of you that maybe can sense energy, perhaps you're feeling that. The pulsing that you are feeling is exactly that. It is part of the spinning that you also just described. There is a I'm having trouble coming up with the right word to describe this. Vortex isn't the right word. Can't quite find the word that they're trying to use to describe this almost spinning tunnel. I don't know why vortex isn't quite right, but it doesn't seem to be. But this, there is something similar to a vortex of the spinning nature, going up and starting almost in the heart area and going upward and culminating very heavily in the third eye area. So there is a spinning opening effect of this. This balancing yes, I think that was what they were looking for, balancing. This balancing motion enables you to both relax as well as to open and see clearly. So there is both a relaxation to what we provide as well as an opening. For those who are new to this, the amount of opening that you are able to experience is dependent upon your openness and willingness to explore. We encourage you to treat this in a childlike fashion. When you resist learning any topic, you put walls and defenses up that block you and shut you down. I can feel this whole shutting down effect going on here. To open oneself to new ideas, to new possibilities, is crucial in the exploring of what crystals can bring to your life. That is not to say there is no value for those who are more shut down, simply that there is a larger capacity to use, to learn, to grow with crystals if you are more open. I would like to ask them to talk about the fact that I'm feeling quite a bit in the crown. I've always associated SodaLite with more of a third eye, and I'm feeling quite a strong crown vibration. Could you please talk to that? The sensation that you are feeling is a continuation of the opening. It does not simply stop at the third eye. There are some crystals that work that way, but our balancing and opening continues upward, and that is why you feel this effect on your crown chakra. If you sit with the SodaLite crystal, having the crystal in your surroundings is all that it takes. Many people, such as yourself, have a strong sensory input in their left hand. So quite often that is a useful way to feel the effects more immediate, more intensely. But they will be there. Once this balanced state has been achieved, this is a useful place to begin meditations from, to explore what you can see with your third eye. For those who are already highly open in the third eye, you do not need this opening, but you may find the balancing still useful if you are becoming overloaded with the sensory inputs. This is a very useful stone for those of you looking to explore with your third eye who find either being too shut down or too open, because it brings balance. It allows you to be open but balanced. This is important when exploring with the third eye. For many of you it is a foreign, dark, and scary place to be. You are receiving sensory inputs in a way that is not accepted by many. This is closest for many of you to intuition, but there is strong visualization to be achieved. Having your mind in a rested state is helpful. Do not try to force things. Part of the balancing is to help you to relax. In a relaxed place, you can see more clearly. The heart is the base from which we work, as that is your strongest point, your strongest energy point. Allowing the energy to flow back and forth from your heart through your third eye can be a useful practice. We help facilitate that movement, that balancing. As for your second question as to why we broke from the original bracelet configuration that you had us in, it was not a desirable balance to have SodaLite with the tiger's eye. The grounding stones are a much more cohesive, interactive place. Combining two stones whose properties operate in similar, I want to say chakras, so the third eye, but with different harmonics, creates an imbalance so that they are not as effective. So not all crystals complement each other. The grounding provides a very useful platform from which the heart chakra can be more fully embraced as a base platform. This is all we have to share for now. Okay, so that was first experience sharing the type of information I seem to be able to communicate and receive. I will probably do a separate talk at some point in time on my experiences with some of these communications. That's all for now. Hope you have enjoyed this as much as I have. Thank you.